Hey everyone, welcome back to Ride Zone Bikes. Today we've got a complete deep dive into the brand new 2026 Triumph Scrambler 400XC, and if you're into motorcycles that bring a mix of heritage, style, and real-world versatility, you'll want to stick around because this one has a lot going for it. Triumph has been steadily expanding its 400cc modern classic lineup, and the Scrambler 400XC is their rugged, trail-ready edition that sits right between a daily commuter and a true adventure bike. It's built to carry the Scrambler DNA Triumph is known for while adding practical features to make it much more than just a retro-styled machine. So let's dig into what makes this bike special, how it performs, what it looks like, the pricing, and where it stands in today's market. The Scrambler 400XC is designed to be a genuine dual-purpose machine. Unlike many so-called scramblers that lean heavily on styling without much substance, Triumph has gone to lengths to ensure this one is functional off-road as well as stylish on the street. One of the biggest upgrades that sets it apart is its wheel setup. A 19-inch front and 17-inch rear, mounted on light-weight aluminum rims with side-laced spokes that allow the use of tubeless tires. That immediately gives it better rollover ability on rough terrain and adds toughness to its profile. The tires fitted are Metzeler or Cruise Street, which are a decent middle ground between pavement grip and dirt capability, meaning you can cruise comfortably on highways but still tackle gravel trails and dirt roads with confidence. Suspension is another highlight here. Up front, you get 43mm big piston upside-down forks, and at the rear, there's a piggyback monoshock with an external reservoir and preload adjustment. Both ends provide around 150mm of travel, which isn't extreme dirt bike level but definitely more than a standard road-oriented machine, giving you confidence when things get bumpy. Braking is handled by a large 320mm front disc paired with a 4-piston radial caliper, while the rear gets a 230mm disc. The Scrambler 400XC also includes switchable traction control and ABS, and importantly, an off-road ABS mode that reduces intervention at the rear wheel for better control on loose terrain. Powering the XC is Triumph's new TR Series 398cc liquid-cooled, single-cylinder engine. It puts out roughly 39.5 horsepower at around 8,000 revolutions per minute and 37.5 Nm of torque at 6,500 revolutions per minute. Now those numbers might not sound earth-shattering, but they're very well balanced for this segment. With the bike weighing in at a manageable level for a scrambler with off-road credentials, you're getting enough punch for city commuting, spirited rides through twisty back roads, and plenty of low-end torque for trails. The 6-speed gearbox is smooth and precise, with a torque assist slip clutch that makes both upshifts and downshifts easier while preventing wheel hop under aggressive braking. That's a nice addition in this class and really elevates the riding experience. In terms of ergonomics, the Scrambler 400XC sits taller than Triumph's Speed 400. The seat height is about 835mm, which is accessible to a wide range of riders, though shorter riders may still find themselves on tiptoes. The wide handlebars, upright seating position, and generous ground clearance all contribute to its off-road friendliness. It's comfortable enough for everyday commuting but also rugged enough to take on some trails without feeling out of place. Wet weight is on the heavier side compared to some stripped-down dirt-oriented machines, but considering the equipment you're getting, it feels justified and balanced. Now let's talk design, because a Triumph Scrambler has to look the part. The 400XC pulls heavily from its bigger Scrambler siblings. You've got a sculpted fuel tank with knee indents, machined cooling fins on the engine, blacked-out engine cases, a high-mounted front mudguard, rugged sump guard, upswept silencer, and overall proportions that scream classic Scrambler DNA. The details really set it apart. Aluminum skid plate, handguards, engine bars, and a small fly screen for added wind deflection. Triumph is offering the bike in 3 distinct color options: a racing yellow, storm gray, and vanilla white, each paired with black accents, black tank infills, and a matching black 2-piece seat. These choices give the bike both a playful and serious vibe depending on which scheme you go for. On the tech and convenience front, Triumph has kept things simple but modern. The instrument cluster is a dual-format setup with an analog speedometer and an integrated LCD screen that shows all the essentials: tachometer, fuel range, gear position, service reminders, and even a clock. You control everything through a handlebar-mounted scroll button. It might not be as flashy as a full TFT display, but it fits the retro vibe while still being functional. For modern needs, there's also a USB-C charging port, which is handy for powering navigation or keeping your phone topped up on longer rides. What sets the Scrambler 400XC apart in its category is the combination of genuine off-road features and the Triumph heritage. A lot of bikes in this space are either too street-focused with Scrambler looks or too dirt-focused with very little day-to-day comfort. This model strikes a balance. You get the accessibility of a 400cc engine, making it manageable for beginners and fun for experienced riders, combined with off-road-ready equipment that gives you confidence to leave the pavement. It's not just about looking rugged. This bike is designed to take some abuse and come back smiling. Of course, we should talk about the price. In the US, the 2026 Triumph Scrambler 400XC comes in at an MSRP of $6,695, which is very competitive. For what you're getting: a Triumph build quality, Scrambler styling, actual off-road equipment, and modern features. That price makes it one of the strongest contenders in the mid-small displacement adventure Scrambler category. It will start arriving in dealerships around September 2025, so availability should be widespread by the time you're watching this. Now, are there any downsides? Like any bike, yes. While it's more off-road capable than many Scrambler-styled machines, it's not a hardcore enduro. The weight and street-biased tires will limit it in extreme conditions, and if you're planning on tackling technical single-track, you'll find its limits. Comfort is good for most rides, but long hours on really rough trails could become tiring. Still, as a do-everything, go-everywhere Scrambler, it hits a sweet spot. In summary, the 2026 Triumph Scrambler 400XC delivers an excellent mix of heritage, performance, and practicality. It's powerful enough to be fun, approachable enough for newer riders, stylish enough to turn heads, and rugged enough to handle more than just smooth pavement. Triumph has managed to capture the essence of the Scrambler line in a package that's affordable and functional. If you've been waiting for a smaller displacement Scrambler that isn't just about looks, this is it. That's the full breakdown of the 2026 Triumph Scrambler 400XC here on Ride Zone Bikes. If you've got thoughts on this bike, whether you're planning to grab one or already ride something similar, let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss our next review. Until then, ride safe and we'll see you on the next one.